Hi guys, hello. Welcome back to Explore with Sibo. I am Sibo to my day ones. Thank you so much for joining me once again. And if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure that you click that subscribe button and you become a family explorers. And on this channel, we are exploring travel, conversations, fashion, and anything else. Talking about anything else. Today we are doing a special sit down. I always try to do sit downs every year, and it's sort of like a get to know me video. But I just thought this year let me do it differently. And also I saw Shogano Zippo, and she did a special birthday sit down of her for the 40th, and I am turning 35 in a couple of days. So I just thought, let me sit down and do a sort of like get to know me, a deeper one this time. And I was like, out of my friends, there's only one friend of mine that I know that she can write down and ask me like really deep questions. And today I am joined by my friend that I met back in high school. What, 2006? Should be 2006. Yeah, 2006. 2007. Ulona Ketsiwe guys. Which name am I using now, friend? I'm telling you. So I'm joined by my friend Ulona Kaisa, and I'm going to post a picture here so you can just see him. And yeah, we've been friends since 2007, and we met in high school, Minerva High, stand up. Yeah, and we've been friends since. So I just thought she would be the right person to ask me questions that you probably want to know, and that I probably want to know now, that I've never really thought deep in that way, Ngazo. And yeah, welcome, friend. Behind the scenes.
Thank you. Behind the scenes. Right?
Behind the scenes, I'm telling you. I can't believe this is a 360.
Hey.
This is a 360 because this is you. This is you. And me, I just happen to be in front of the camera off lately, but this is you.
But also, I don't think we were in 360 because remember, really, I always wanted to be behind, not in front.
Not in front.
So I think instead, dreams are coming true because literally I'm behind the scenes.
You're behind the scenes. And you wrote your own script. Guys, I remember Olona. We were doing what? It was an essay in English, ne?
Yeah.
And you did an essay, and it was the best one of essay, light, camera, and action. Girl in your days, I'm telling you.
So yeah, my universe is trying to remind
you. Come back. To remind you of your life that you wanted. Yeah. And look at it. This is basically it. Camera light, okay, in a small scale, but this is it. This is it. Yeah. And yeah, you're welcomed.
Thank you, Bongi, for being invited and for thinking of me. And I hope we are going to have fun because at the end of the day, it's just two friends that are just they're not even interviewing each other.
Yeah.
I feel like interview is too deep.
It's deep.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, but the sound might not catch it up. But I'm just thinking it's a bit don't what is this? Echo. But I know because of we've got in mics, it might not catch it. But I'm just in case.
So, yeah. So thank you so much. So we are going to have fun. We are going to get to
in nerves.
So we are doing it for your people.
I'm doing it for you guys.
So yeah. So before anything else, let's get into it, y'all. Let's go.
In 20s things that I put myself into, I am telling you.
So Ubongi, Banubongi. Nje in a nutshell, Banubongi. Ubongi ukhulele phi, ubongi uzabe phi, ubongi uzaba ngubani. Siqale nje apho.
Guys, to show why my friend knows me, I got to see Bongi. So once someone says Bongi, no I'm deep I'm like that person might like Aganazeli in the streets of Joburg. Like that person knows me back from home. So Ubongi, I am Sbongile, my full name is Sbongile. And then it that break her down with how many Bosch, Bongi, but Ekaya I am Bongi, like full-time Bongi. Like a lot of people don't even know my full name because of the Bongi. And my surname is Vimbi, like my dad's surname Vimbi. And for the longest time, I think until grade 8, I was Bongile Vimbi. Then family things happened. And we changed from Vivi to Makongo, which is my mom's surname. And I am Sbongile Makongo at Home Affairs and anywhere else where it is legal space. But on socials, I still use Sbongile Vivi because I am acknowledging my dad's surname. And I was born in Joburg, but I grew up in Eastern Cape in a small town called Monfrekwabaka. I told it with a pass, so in the corner, and as I've said, my dad is Vimbi, and from my mom's side, Go Bele, Okubono Langa, and
that was in Chadwin.
I don't know. I don't know because my mom is I don't know how to put it because my mom is a second wife. My dad had his team. My mom is the second wife, and for some reason we grew up Gloma.
Okay.
Though I think I don't know, but I would like to think so because we are officially OVB. But I just grew up Komakongo, and I feel more comfortable when I'm with the Makongos. Because I think that's where like Mumna, because I don't have any what is this thing called? Antina background, antina memories. I'm looking for the word. Antina memories ekhaya kulodada because I didn't grow up there. I grew up kulomama. I've got memories zabo malume, zabo manbekazi, zabo makazi, zabo makhulu bakulo mama. I don't have memories about that mncane, zabo auntie and so yeah, basically and ndakholela khona Dageni Ngashini and ndafunda khona until grade 8. Grade 8 is standard 6. Yeah, standard 6. Then I moved to Joburg. Yeah, but I'm a real girl at heart. Like I am a real girl at heart. But I am a real girl at heart, to be honest. Yeah.
So ndive uthetha like ngokufundela emakhaya, you like your lower primary. It was in Eastern Cape. So
yeah.
Tell me about the transition between Eastern Cape and now coming to Johannesburg. To study in Johannesburg in a township.
In a township.
From a village to now
like,
in a township, not just in any other area. It's a township, and now you are faced with these different backgrounds, different languages. Umdobethetha is Xhosa only. And now you have to speak Isisuthu, Isipedi,
and all that.
Then in mixed school. So
it's even worse because business close. So from my dad's side Mahlubi, and then from my mom's side Mabaka, and we have a spoken language which is Isbaka. Xhosa this is what basobhala nakhona uqoba and the mixer into that comes in my mind at that time. And people don't understand how different is Isibhaka to Xhosa. It's way too different. We use different words for like the same thing. Obviously, we would know it gets Xhosa, but because of we've got a spoken language, so obviously the quicker thing that comes in your mind is Isibhaka, The transition was bad. I don't want to lie. It was bad. It was big because I'm not just from Elalini, guys. I always say to my colleagues, Kunelali. Like deep, right? It's even better now because things are changing. The electricity, that give us a chance of us be exposed to things that we are exposed to most probably almost equal to abantwana, but at that time the only thing that we had was a radio, and we couldn't listen to it the whole day because bongekho electricity besinama-battery, so i-battery bongalisebenzisi noma kanjani because liyaphelelwa and all that. So you can imagine I don't know anything. And there's robots. First of all, down I robots. Down the robots.
Escalators.
And there's escalators. But all along we didn't have escalators. And as not robots, even today we still don't have robots, do we? No, we don't. No, we don't.
I don't remember.
We don't have robots. Thank you. You can imagine. It's next singing. And isikolo sasekhaya but we don't have isikolo sasekhaya. Well, where I'm from, and that's maybe but where I'm from, in base A1, it's just one floor. So, and also emakhaya sisine yard, then you come to a township, like what the heck is going on up next to and language barrier. When I thinking to take language, and then you get there just trying to conversate or like that and thinking, what is this? It was so bad. I remember I got lost. I think first day or second day schooling. Got lost. So I was in class in Casimilian, I'm in class Casimilian, I picked Kalen. So Sapma Bombini lab, Sapma because Shinji class. So at that time, Bob is a Shinji class, not about teacher. And the commands. So I'm marking abantu in the class and trying to papa. People are going. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't. There is one timetable is here, but I don't know if this class by class coming from where is that? And yes, and for the whole day I was just roaming around, escorting, not knowing what to do because when I'm approaching teacher and either get English or get Tswana Pedi, mixture of that because a lot of them at least they could speak that. The whole day I did not attend any class, and the following day I had to explain what happened. And guys, it was so bad because even to say our ma'am I was lost, it was inzima to say ma'am I was lost, guys. And someone might look at me like, "I was going to grade 9. How come you couldn't say ma'am I was lost?" I couldn't say it, and likely at that time, I just came and met abantwana bemfundo Mthatha is better than Mount Frey. And at least wayakwazi ukubhitiliza like nasisilungu sakhe sasingekho right usindiswa nasisilungu sakhe sasingekho right, but at least you could say something. So yeah, so that it was a big transition, and I look at it now, I'm like, oh, I come a long way. I come a long way, like just by the 30 sentence A1, I'm like, you made it, girl. Yeah, so it wasn't easy, but I'm glad it happened because I feel like you close a job, it's either you can be exposed and be exposed in a good way or be exposed in a bad way. And I think for me, I was exposed in both worlds actually, in the bad world and the good world, and I just chose. Well, at some point I was dabbling both. To be honest, I don't know now. I was dabbling both. Because it was the life of any other child. You go partying, you do this, you do that. But I think Ienjoy Guys, I knew what I wanted. So it did help me to transition and eventually, just land on the other side.
Yeah, so moving here, so happy to operate now. You have found a school. So how was it? Because I could imagine by Ekaya, you were not staying with your mother or your parents. So coming to Johannesburg, how was that experience now staying with your mother for the first time ever like
You're
so a teenager.
I'm telling you,
Now you're a teenager.
I'm a teenager. I'm almost fully developed. Sentombile, I've got my periods. I'm doing grade 9. You can imagine. I'm a full grown person. Like I'm a full grown person, and I have my way of doing things. I have not necessarily my way of doing things, but the way my grandmother taught me how to do things, and my grandfather. So now coming to Joburg and staying with my mom full time was the worst. It was a nightmare because my mom does, she's very strict, like she's so strict. And now kumbuba strict emtu she doesn't know me, I don't know her. Yes, my mom, yes, but when I was doing my grade 9, I was what, 13, 14, somewhere there. 14, 13. Yeah, somewhere there. Yeah. So you can imagine like basically I'm a very active child esikolweni, ikhwaya ndifuna uba khona ekhwayeni, ndidlala netball ndifuna uba khona kunetball, kuyagijinwa ndifuna uba khona. And my mom is like, no, isikolo sifuna ngoba 2:30, then means 3:00 you must be home. And I'm thinking, I was used to be everywhere esikolweni, and my grandmother didn't mind. And I feel like my grandmother trusted me because I was not I've never been a child of Khlupa in the sense of Ienjoy and whatnot. I was never that child, but I was always with the boys. Everywhere I go, I'm with the boys. So my grandmother understood the kind of person, the kind of child I was. Now coming to Joburg and staying with my mom full time, be a school in Bambu, Bambe into me, the next thing I want to go and do join the choir and be late. The next thing I want to be training for netball, I want to be training for running, and it just didn't make sense to her. And so you see the relationship was just non-existent between me and my mother, and I think it is because of the why I doesn't and I feel like both of us didn't want to pull in. I think I was just pulling in because the mumdwara every day and comply with what she wants. But for me, I just felt like, yo, ngabe ndisekhaya, ngabe ndinomakhulu, ngabe ndenza 1 2 3, ngabe ndenza 1 2 3, like ngabe ndiphumile mandiphandle ndibetha umoya, ngabe ndiyoqoqa ke even if andisadlala netball, I would be out with kids in Joburg elokishini. You don't have that freedom, whatever. So I think that messed my relationship with my mom. But I think because of I don't like dwelling on things. Basically, once I realized this is not happening, I'm gonna try and find a way of coping. So my coping mechanism was, at that time, I don't know if you remember stereo. So I bought myself a stereo and earphones. So I'll just plug earphones, but the stereo sound, and because I was there's nothing in theater now, and the only thing, and I was obsessed with radio, so I'll just listen to a radio. This my Madeline Tasmania afternoon, and like that would be me. That would be my world, because and I feel like that's one thing that parents don't understand. Once there's a gap between you and your child, especially class mdala, class it's okay, but class I feel like once I reach 18 zakhe without you being with in the same space, it's not easy to build a relationship with that.
It's not easy.
No, it's not.
A relationship with a teenager, because remember, a foundation, I always say foundation, you build it when they are young.
Yeah.
You need to build it from 0 to 5 years.
Thank you.
Because after that, I won't be.
It's gone. It's really gone, and it gets to a point where umzali feel ngathi umntwana uyamdisrespect. Yes, there could be an element of disrespect, but I think when I'm looking at it now, I do get the child. But mnumakhulu understand because I'm endlini ngo7 to be at my sports. now I'm told I can't, I need to be home go 3. To me, it's more of like, what's going on here? Like, DP apa, you know, so yeah, definitely.
And then family-wise, usegoli, zippy siblings. Are you staying with all your siblings? And like, cause painted through like family yakho apho uhlala khona ke ngoku, are you guys living in a 2-bedroom house? Nihlala njani? Living situation nje
situation.
The siblings zakho ezininzi, like nje injani i-relationship ze-siblings ngumama ngapha okanye uze nabo nazi siblings apha okanye kukhona ezinye ezazihlala apha eJoburg, then also now you came and also and stayed with them?
For the longest time I was not with my siblings. It was just me and my mom, nomagazwa, and my late older brother Upokoza, Udisville. My older sister, at some point she was staying in PE. Then when I was at home, she was in PE. When I came to Joburg, she was home. And my 2 younger brothers, at that time, they were home. I think until and also Lusha has been with us, has been in Joburg since. She's never stayed at home like full time. I don't remember when, I can't tell you when, which year exactly when my both brothers, younger brothers came and stayed with us, but I do remember that at some point they did join us. And at that time we were staying in a 1-bedroom. It was before we extended. We were staying in 1-bedroom, so it was not 1-bedroom. 1-bedroom, people will think 1-bedroom likichi. We were staying in 1 room. I'm thinking not about 1-bedroom. We were staying in 1 room. And
it was big.
It was big.
It was a big
1-room house. And then as well as a couple as what is the in English? The steel is in silly. The way in between. So this is a divide. Then we have divided as a cupboard like this. So that ngapha camera, ngapha kitchen, and sort of like place of sitting. So ndim, umama, umagazi, ubhuti Omdala, Ulushia. It's 5 of us in that room. And that's I'm just it's 5 of us in that 1 room. And Ekamereni, I think it was 4 of us who could sleep there. My mom and Ulushia, then Nanomagazi Pansi, then my brother would sleep in the front, which is sort of like a kitchen, a kitchen. And at some point, then my brothers joined. At some point, my mom, at some point,
knowing your mother now,
my mom and kids. Then at some point, my brother Ulihle, I call him my brother because I just he's umam culturally, but he's my brother. And then at some point, my brother Ulihle joined. And then I think just before Ulihle went to varsity, at that time I was already doing my internship, so I managed to extend. So now we had a bigger house. It was big, but because of Natsbanitsi, it was not big. Because at some point my brother Ubuntu joined. Ubuntu is my cousin.
So it's like in the family, the more
the more extended. So my mom stayed with us. I think at this point, umama ndim, unkulu, usiya, ulihle, ubuntu, ulusha. Then at some point my sister joined us. But she also left at some point to stay with the husband in Pietermaritzburg. Then at that time, at some point, I think 2014, he left. Full time, he'll just visit. So Mrs. Silis I think 6. But it was always that home where there's always someone. But initially we were staying in one room standard, then I extended, then it became at least accommodating for a family. Yeah.
And how is the relationship between you and your siblings? Because I know when like you like in a big family, there's actually got 2 sisters, and also you have 2 biological brothers. Besides other brothers as extended. How is the relationship within the siblings besides my extended?
Look, you know, I have noticed something now. And the husband, the cousin, but you know how your parents love you. I feel like you also love like that. I don't know, but I just feel like it's something that I wanna emzalini and think, okay, this is acceptable. Then we are fine. We are close. We do talk to each other, but we're not close. Like, I don't know how to put it. I do talk to my older sister, but not every day. And I understand. Also, she's got a different personality compared to my younger sister. She's the most quiet one. So you can just call and say hi, Ienjoy, when you take her, okay, and right, and then that's the end of it. And then there'll be those days where I call, we talk for some time, we share things, and but she's just not a person. My sister is not that person. She's a complete opposite of me and my younger sister. And with my younger sister, we had fair share of our things as siblings, like differences as siblings. I feel like also I became a mother to her more than being a sibling. And now me becoming a mother and raised by Umama, who is nonsense girl, like not up. My mom's like, not up, okay, but not under my roof. And so I became that to her, but I don't think I've got regrets, because I feel like as fine as Abandu, some people are able to not be pressured, to not
that's the last born.
Yes,
some last born tendencies.
Last born tendencies.
Really already the parent is now
lenient and
get away with murder, and it's fine.
It's okay.
And sometimes you're like asking the mama, if you get a question that you were not doing such things.
But I feel like there should be that one person in a family, because otherwise things are gonna, amanzi azachitheka and amanzi achitheka kawoleki. So I don't regret being strict to her, because I feel like she's becoming the person she is now, because I was also there to say, not here, you're not going to do that. Jesus Banban, maybe your friend is doing it, but you must remember you're not your friend, you are yourself, and Apekaya, we don't do that, And with my brothers, we're okay. We talk, but we don't talk every day. We're good as siblings. They know what is happening in my life, I know what is happening in their lives. And I think as we grow, we're becoming more closer than when we were like young. I think because of now they understand. I can remember my students, but as advice, I get them now. I think we are at the stage now, but they realize, but okay, I was not being, the best sister. It was tough love, and it had to happen, because also, one thing about Logishi, it's a conqueror. Logishi will conquer you, because you think you've got things figured out, and Logishi has it figured out, and you just lose it like that. So we're okay with my siblings. Shamadora alive, we're good. I always have fun when I'm with them or when I'm around them.
And then take us back, Kekwi, life of Tesha. Now you have gained your independence.
Jonga.
You're no longer that rural girl.
I'm no longer that
now,
rural girl.
You
I
are
am
this girl also has a job and a key.
in and
Now
out.
you've gained confidence.
In
now
and out.
Like, I've passed my matric. I want to further my studies. So take me to that journey of going like a first time experiencing university life. How was university life?
Varsity life was like that 3 years was the best of my life, like the best of my life. And I'm not saying it was the best of my life because I gained freedom. I could go clubbing, I could go drinking, and no one is asking me anything because I'm not with my mom. But it was the best of my life and everything. I got to be me, basically. I got to be me. I got to control my schedule. Because now remember, I go to high school, I go to the you know, it's just me. Like everything is me. It grows out in gym.
If you don't attend your classes, you don't attend your classes, it's on you. It grows out in gym, it classes in gym. Your quinto is on me. Like forming friendship. Like now I'm at a point where I'm like, but what helped me more than anything, I didn't go to varsity fresh after high school. That helped me because by the time I went to varsity, I knew how life is ngaphandle because then again nasebenza retail and I tasted it, but this is not what I want. So I would get distracted there and there because obviously which is normal. Yeah, you're experiencing life. I'm experiencing life. I'm growing. But varsity life was the best thing. I remember I did my first year in 2010, and also when I was doing my first year in 2010, I should be doing I was supposed to be doing my third year. Remember, because that failed grade 11, and then about grade 11, they were doing grade 12 when I was doing my grade 11, and then when I was doing grade 12, they were doing their first year at university. Then when I was busy working Glanyanga 2009, they were doing their second year. When I went to varsity doing the first year, they were doing their third year. I remember this at the time. I think I just had those instances that would just wake me up the day. But also before also because I'm now thinking back, also I think you failing the grade 11 was also a good thing for you that happened in your life. I cannot, because imagine if you passed your matric in 2007. Do you think you would have went to further your studies, had that dreams? So I think actually it happened for you for your best interest in that was the best. It changed your life. It changed my life. Like it changed your life, guys. Now that you are bringing that friend, like. Guys, have you failed on something and you look back and you say, thank God I failed? Because imagine, also, 2007, metric year 2. It didn't so well. Not 38 something percent. It did not do that well at all. People didn't pass. People did not pass. And the failure. And you were also going to be in that. I already had a plan. My plan was going to also be in that call center, and I didn't have ambitions. Like, to be honest, I didn't have any ambition. I didn't have any dreams at the time. Oh, guys, like God, you're just taking me back. I did not have any dreams. I remember because things started changing when I met you. I met Amopiko. Oriental. Oh, guys, may my friends soul continue to rest in peace, Opigo. I'm Orientali. Abolukanyo. You know, I say Jiggy Bed. And I met Abolukanyo. I met Okenzane. Like, my name's money. And for the first time, I met a group that had a focused young kids, but stronger. Be focused, and I feel like at that time, okay, I'm going to go serious as usual. But I felt majority was like, where am I? I'm like, I cannot afford to be. I can't. Metric stats in that year, it went up. It went up. I think it was 80 something. Yeah, from 38 something point something. In my high school years, from grade 10, I think in 2007, that's where I started
upasa nje ngeke ndifumane 90 something ndifumane 80 something we test we exam otherwise I been right no 3 wam or no 10 wam. Guys, that's when I realized
so you see it was actually preparing you for this life
for this life. Man.
So life as a varsity, you were balancing now.
I was, and also in varsity, I met good roommate, Mobile, and I met good friends, which are still friends now, Usadema, Nom, Pinky, and at that time I remember very well because I was obsessed with Gokozi at that time. I was obsessed. At the time, Linda Spear was doing a morning show. I think I was doing morning show, and then that morning show was slot ska Pastor Zone. Like those people took me like they bandit ever city throughout, and I remember Pastor Zone at some point was motivation. You can have friends who can abangenzi people like call 3 years. 36 years or more, but we can also choose friends people that is supposed to take 3 years, that it actually takes 3 years. And at that time I was like, actually these people are pushing me, they are pushing me to finish this degree within a record time. And Mobile as well as my roommate, yes, we'll do silly things, but we'll always remind each other, hey girl, you know. And I feel like also, can you believe at university that's where I found God. Like that's where I gave my life to God. And so you know what we'll do? No, you think isn't as it is Puma. You know what we'll do? We'll go partying Friday after class, or by the time I come back to school, I'm already high because ever city, and we had school student center, and you know, students that was where they was selling alcohol, which was a bad idea from the school. So I'll come back sometimes in the TV, when we get to a race, we'll go buy alcohol, drink. Then this Friday afternoon, Saturday, we wake up, we go, and then Sunday in the morning. So sibodla into besidla izolo, but one thing about us, we would wake up, sivase, and go to a cafe. And I remember kuthe abafuna ukwamukela uJesu usizele pha bamukela uJesu laxesha obhodlisa vayela. But also now it's the teachings zikaMama that were coming back in my mind, but hey, no one didn't, but I need to remember why I'm here. And I need to remember Lama Menjim I can't just come back to the baby, you know. So it was a bit of both worlds for me. I got to gain the confidence and do things that I like in terms of partying and exploring, but I also got to be exposed to quite a lot of things. When I was at varsity, it was the best 3 years of my life. Best 3 years of my life. I started working. I would do promotions on weekends. I was just everywhere. I think I was just like becoming. Basically, I was just becoming, and I was just becoming this person that I am now realizing. But that's where it actually started. Now you're right. It started when I failed my grade 11 in 2007. That's where life changed. Could have been like small things at that time, but that's where like my life took a turn, and good turn, I guess. Yeah. Why are you taking me back to taking me back.
So tell us more about experience, like your first experience in graduating. Because the reason why I'm saying first, because Sisi, she's not just graduating.
Belted.
So then that first time, because I always think I feel bad. The first time of graduating.
Yeah.
You are new, you don't even know what to expect. Like in kuba ne-emotions ezininzi when you're graduating for the first time. Like, I so wish black children can graduate. Can we just graduate
all of us
and feel
that excitement?
That excitement of being at stage where you have your parents, if maybe invite your parents, whether you have your siblings, and ucula lamculo omnandi oculela ama-graduates, and you are there.
And I'm there, I'm part of them.
You are part of it. Imagine I think it's one of my favorite seasons is graduation season, because it's like for us black children,
I cry a lot.
It's a breaking of chains, of cases,
definitely
hard work that is paying
poverty,
off. Dreams, not just your dreams, but your ancestors' dreams, your mother's
everyone
dreams, your
around
grandmother's
you,
dreams.
basically,
Sometimes
your siblings.
Exactly, because even when I was graduating, I was the first in my family side in Mama to graduate. So imagine, my mother didn't graduate, my grandmother never graduated. So it's first, and it's opening doors for other people that are coming before you. Because after I graduated, my sister graduated. Well. So also now you know, but even your children will now graduate.
Yeah.
Even your kids, your children's children will graduate. Because now you have laid that foundation. As hard as it is, it's hard being in university. As much as it's very nice, but it's hard. It's hard. And knowing that you have conquered everything, you have made it through thick and thin. Sometimes I'm not going to put guys. It's not always university.
It's not at all. It's not. And remember, I grew up as Mama's could say as a single parent, because for the rest of my life, I've never had, I've never spent time with my dad, because he passed away when I was very young, and now that was before NSFAS gave us allowance. Remember, we didn't have allowance, so it was just paying for books, accommodation, and fees. So anything else had to come from Mama. So you can imagine now Mama needs to feed a family and now she needs to split them like and niggas and Ahmed. This brings me tears, because it was not easy. It was not easy. So now I am done with 2012. I'm done with my final year. Remember, money results before I go home, home in Eastern Cape. Guys, when I say home, I don't know, but I can never say home. But when I say home, I am Eastern Cape. So by the time I go home, I already got my results. I know my Basile. And oh boy, can you imagine? I'm also, you know me when I'm home. I'm just sitting there, I'm just looking at this video, I'm guys, if only you knew. If only you knew. Uba, next year, stage. And it was just, it was the proudest, it was the happiest time of my life. I was just thinking, finally.
It's paying off.
It's paying off. I came back, January. I think I got a call center job at the time, just before my graduation. My graduation was in March. I got a call center job, I think beginning of Feb. So by end of Feb, I got paid. So now I've got money to go buy the outfit that I want. And the hair, the Tambogin Indian hair, Peruvian hair. So, I had money to just make sure my graduation is, And it was so nice. And I invited my mom, Magazwam, my older sister from my dad, from Umomkul, my Katatam. And I think one thing about me is I struggle to celebrate myself. But I think that was the only graduation where I was happy. I celebrated myself, and for the first time, Mama everybody said that was born into NJ. I was happy, and I just saw my life changing, to be honest, because that's when I in that year I got an internship and I managed to extend a kaya, and I could see that it is paying off. It is definitely paying off. We now have a bigger house. I'm now able to help my mom when it comes to Ienjoy Guys and whatnot. Then they play to say they play to and things are a bit better. Like things are a bit better. And I was like, this is it. This is definitely it. I think that's what pushed me. I was like, oh, if one can do more, let me go back and take another one. Let me go back and get another belt, and I just kept on going and going and going. Yeah. Basically.
And then Ubongi now is a graduate.
Yeah.
Not only graduated like once, not even twice. And the way school Ubongi again, she still wants to graduate again.
Yeah, and there's ladies forgetting and there's forgetting but yeah, I'm here.
So then so you are turning 35, right? And then you know the pressure of the society, the pressure of life, the pressure on yourself as well. Because sometimes I feel like the pressure we also like not to say fire on ourselves, beside the community, beside the environment, beside other people, beside the families and stuff, we also do to ourselves as well. So Bongi eating in Bongi is turning 35, so the noise of having kids and getting married, like where are you standing in that environment? Because now we carry a woman, we can see like but now do you see yourself now one day having a child or one day getting married? Do you even aspire that, or are you aspiring it because into a corner that it's an expectation?
Look, and people that I talk to regarding the biome child and that I openly talk to, I don't have, I think deep down in my heart, and now I just don't have it. I know it's strange, but I just don't have it. I don't have it. She's so cute. My ovaries are screaming. Oh my goodness! Like, so cute. God, that nothing is screaming in me. But I feel like that, go I'm realizing, I don't know, I can't say I know what is causing that. But I feel like also childhood traumas, they do contribute. I can't necessarily say that maybe if I didn't live the life that I had at that time, I would be interested in kids. I don't know. But when I'm looking at it, I also feel like childhood traumas, they do sort of like have an impact. Because I always wonder, I'm like, if I do have Mtwana, am I going to be able to parent the way in my mind I want to parent, or the way I think is the right way to parent? Am I going to be able to give Mtwana Mutando that he or she deserves? And am I going to be able to raise Mtwana as chances, which is what is happening now as a single parent? And I think those things, I'm like, am I? But also, I feel like also I haven't met a candidate. My uncle said that at time a candidate, like I have. That's also true. I haven't met a candidate where I'm like, actually, I think it'd be a good father. Well, I don't think my exes were going to be bad fathers. I'm not saying that, but I didn't see us having a child.
But also with that, I fear sometimes, because I feel like the reason why a lot of things fail, marriages fail, people suck at being parents, it's because we want to meet someone that is going to convince us to be parents or to be spouses or to be this. And then when we meet this person and then we are able to see it through their eyes, and then it clicks to us and be like, okay, I actually do want to be a mother. I actually do want to get married.
Yeah.
And then along the line, this person is disappointing you, because I feel like if you want to be a parent, it starts with you.
It must be in
It
you.
must be something that is within you.
That's true.
Understand? It might be something that you love, something that you long for,
You
something
long
that you
for.
aspire, something that you see. Even if it does not happen, but it's something that you know for sure, which I want to be a mother. I see myself mothering one day. It's just that, yes, I don't have a partner now who I'm going to parent with, go through this journey with, but
That's
one
so
day
true.
I want that. Because sometimes when we go and we don't have it within us, and we want someone that is going to now switch on the light and be like, actually, now the lights are on, I actually want to be a mother. I want to be a mother. Because I feel like the reason why I'm saying this, because we always come in situations with expectations. Instead of going to give, we want to be given and get and get. That's why now things are not going accordingly. Because if you want to be a mother, you must know being a mother you're going to give. Are you ready? Are you ready to do that? Because that's all. It's all about that. Mothering is all about giving. And sometimes you're not getting anything. You're not going to be fulfilled. You're not going to be. You are giving until you are dry. Until there's nothing. There's nothing cute about being a parent, because you're giving most of the time.
I'm giving most of the time.
Yes, even being a wife. It's almost like you're going to be a wife. So now you want a husband. If you want a husband, you want someone that wants to be a husband, not someone that wants a wife, that wants to be. You understand? Because when you want to be something, meaning that you are there to give. Yes. You understand? And now when you meet together, I also want to be a wife, you also want to be a husband. You are meeting.
To do this thing together.
Exactly.
I think that's my fears that I have of becoming a parent. Have I closed that door completely? No. I haven't closed that door, and I'm like, it happens, I'm okay with it. It doesn't happen, I'm fine. Marriage, I don't know. I keep on going back and saying I keep on going life partner. I keep on going back and just thinking of my childhood, and I don't think my grandparents did a bad job of raising me the way they did. I think they gave me a bit of both worlds. I was a boy, I was a girl, and the fear of me, young child, is, am I going to be able to submit to my husband? Because
as the alpha female,
I'm a very I'm an alpha female who is able to do everything and anything. I was just at some point, I think when I bought a car, I was asking my brother to show me about it, and I'm like, if you got to change your tire, I'll change the tire. And I'm just I'm not a soft girl. And
I actually wanted to go there.
I am just not a soft girl.
I feel like if you were to get a guy, like to get a man that would be best for you, it's someone that is now going to come into your life and show you the softer side of yourself. Like someone that is gonna calm you down. Like you've been strong all your life.
All my life.
Yes, like someone that is gonna show you that softer side of
me.
Where I know that you are able to do this, baby. I know that you can conquer anything. Where now you are strong, you are an independent woman, but I won't let you to do those I'm things. Here to take care of these things for you. Like I feel like that's what you.
That's why I
definitely
agree with you. I definitely agree with you, because in all honesty, I think that I don't know if I was, but I feel like I was always like this even growing up. I've never, even a was I've always been that girl over and ndizohlulwa yile nto xa kuyoqoqwa ndiphakathi kwabo ndiqoqa nabo kuyodiphini ndipha nabo kuyoluswa ndiluswa nabo dlala netball esikoleni ndiphakathi. I've always been that girl who's like the jack of all trades. And I think besides the fear of submitting, also I'm very, I feel like I'm an overthinker. And I am very ambitious. I'm struggling to say these things because I struggle also with self-affirmation. I'm an ambitious girl. So for me, when I meet someone who is less ambitious than me, I'm like, when I meet someone who is comfortable with izinto, like, why are you comfortable? Why are you comfortable that you are staying in a 2-bedroom house or you're staying in a 1-bedroom? You're driving a Fiesta. What makes you comfortable? Like, why are you comfortable? Why is this what you think God brought you up in Klabeni for you? Like, is this your full capacity? Is this that right English? Guys, I did tell you English. I'm from the grade 9, so don't blame me. Don't judge me. This is the English I have.
But we don't judge.
Don't judge. So all those things, I'm like, also. Now I also don't want to be the provider in a relationship, and with the way I'm going or the way I'm doing things, I fear that I'm going to meet this person who's like, Shem, he's got a good heart, he's this, is that, but he's less ambitious than me. He's doing this, he's just not pushing the way I'm pushing, and I'm going back to school, I'm registering, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And we don't know what life brings, and then at some point I'm just high there, and I feel like you are dragging me. And also I feel like sometimes the people that you surround yourself with, they do really further often don't flock together, something like that.
It's also the same face,
further off, whatever that is. But I feel like I'm gonna, if then I choose to settle, I'm like, I'm desperate for let me settle with this person. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna end up settling with the wrong person, and I'm gonna end up being depressed and living the life that I really did not plan for myself. So I think those are the fears that I have. But I'm not shutting that door of being in a relationship and also of getting married.
Which means we have an assignment to do there, because when I'm listening to you, I feel like you're not sure whether you're ready or not ready, because you still have childhood trauma that you also need to face.
Definitely.
That you need to face as well. Because also I feel like sometimes we think we want things but we don't actually want them, and it's okay not to want something. It's okay to say I don't want to have kids, guys, because one thing about having children is that once they are there, you can't now say, can you please take them back? They are there forever. They are there forever. The society will judge you for saying that I don't want to get married, I don't want to get married, I just want to do a peace job and I'm fine with that. Society is gonna judge you. And sometimes, but also there are men out there that are ambitious and there are men out there that are dreamers, they are hardworking, they are providers, and also they are loving, they are nurturing, they are all needy. They are there, you understand? And it's just sometimes we just also, I feel like also you need to do the job, the inner job yourself before, because I feel like maybe you don't see them because you are still in this bubble where you are still going through a lot of things in your mind. So once you clear that, because I feel like if you want to attract something, you need to first make space for it. So that is always a good way, because your energy attracts another energy. So sometimes the reason why also we attract men that maybe abanama traumas, abanjanja, it's because of in that space when you were searching for this person, already now you have that energy. So you still need to work
then
through
you
yourself.
end up relating to the person because of the pain that you or the trauma that you guys both have.
Yes, because even when you are being raised by a single parent, or maybe your mother was married to someone that was an alcoholic and abusive, you end up attracting that. And when you're not even doing it purposely, it's in your energy, it's within you. Because your energy is that. But the moment you start now doing the work and facing your traumas, then you are now going to see things, and then things are starting to come to you as well. Which actually, I really want to have children, guys?
I'm just saying it.
You understand?
To be part of the society.
So, I think we also need to invest kuma therapy, guys. Therapy is the best. Before you have some boyfriend with therapy city, baby, let's go for therapy. We need to
do it alone
before you find someone.
That's true.
Because also life is not easy.
It's not.
It's not at all. Yeah, it did therapy.
I did it
and
right
we
now.
went through a lot, guys.
We went through a lot.
And
we went through a lot, and I feel like people define a lot into a cool guys, the little things that you do, they build up, and you end up realizing, but actually, this is a lot.
Yes, because the child in you never grows up, hey?
No,
they don't.
It doesn't.
They are not growing. They are sitting there. They still have trauma, so that's why we need to go to therapy, so we can heal the inner child. The inner child that is screaming and doing all these mistakes that we are doing. Even when we are old, we are still making mistakes because of that inner child is not healed. Still wounded. Still wants the father that went away. Still wants the love and the affirmation
all those things
from the mother that never said I love you.
I love
still
you.
Wants a hug from the father. Still wants this. Still wants that. So we need to heal that child.
We need to heal
that child. So that Suzuenza are better decisions.
Better decision. It's so true, hey? It's real so true. But you know, I feel like for me, as much as I'm just thinking, I don't think I'm a dudo or fall into pressure or succumbs into pressure easily. But I feel like in any relationship that I'm in, I'm like, no, this is not it, because I've never been in a relationship where I'm like, yo, hi, so you can I'm just like, I just realized that actually this is not what I want for myself. It could be that the inner child that wants to be, I don't know, but there are things that I'm like, actually no, this is not for me. Yes, there are those that I'm like, I'm full, but as soon as I'm out, I'm like, actually that was God saying, then I'm like I called you know. I'm not pressured to have a child. I'm not pressured to get married. I think my mom at some point was asking, and my siblings were asking, and I think they got to a point where they realized that no, she's not budging. And when they do bring it up, I also have I have ways of brushing it out to say, Auntie, go up, like that's, I'm not today. But I don't think I've said to them, I've said it out to say actually I don't want a child, because as I'm saying, that door is still open.
Not sure.
I'm not sure, and it's so funny because I'm not sure and I'm 35. I'm not sure and I'm 35. I'm not 25. 35.
So
standards.
Lighter mode. Ubongi now it's like we influencer, we blogger, YouTube, TikTok, social media. So clearly ubongi lo or rural areas wayifike eJohannesburg ezowenza ugrade 9 wakhe apha ukhulile une-confidence, because it takes a lot of confidence uba ube kwi-limelight nje ubambe camera and be in front of the camera, especially with all the bullying
that is on social media
and all the shading and all that. So what made you decide to open a YouTube channel to say welcome to my YouTube channel? What made you decide?
Hi guys.
What was happening in your mind? What was happening in your life?
I think you will remember, as I was saying, I was obsessed with radio for the longest time in my life. I was obsessed with radio, and besides being obsessed in terms of listening to it, but I was obsessed with broadcasting itself. And at that time, I think one is because that was the medium that I had access to, which was radio. Secondly, because of my voice, that I was teased a lot for. I think people recognized my voice more than me. I was not the beautiful girl, you know. I was not just mentioned, but when I was 40 class, I mean, I would, like, it would not, I would not even come up with top 12, 20. Top 20. But obviously, if we were mentioned about who gave a voice and it is really cool and whatnot, I would probably the first one in class. In fact, like the first one. I was hungry, you know, so I was like, oh, okay, actually, my voice is unique, even though I'm being teased, but it is unique. Then I accepted the fact that I've got a big voice. I don't know what happened, but I don't think my voice is as big as it used to be now. Then I that was it. It was radio, and then I didn't make it to radio because obviously I'm not closer enough to be on Oklobene, I'm not Zulu enough to be on Kozi. I don't have English to be on Y or to be on
the Anelem daughter's English.
You know. So I that dream but then when the social media came up, also that I should have started my YouTube channel a long time ago, but I think the confidence issue was just coming through to say instead of was and I that delayed because I got introduced to YouTube I think around 2016 when I started when I got my permanent job, because obviously I had access to Wi-Fi. I would watch videos and I was like, oh, I like this. And that's when I started to have Instagram. When I travel with my friends, we go out for lunch, I'll take content and post. But because of, I was just not comfortable or confident enough to come like and do a vlog, and it took me a while. And then in 2020 during COVID, I think that's when I started like watching a lot of YouTube, and I would see people that I relate to. I'm like, hey, I mean, you know, and I was just sound like, actually, she's got a same body type as me. She's not a curvy girl. She's just a girl, you know, which is now before for you to be there, you need to, hourglass and look proper. And I'll just say a girl no man way to makeup. I'm like, oh, it's not only the Michaelis that are on YouTube. They are most mongile abakhona apha. And then one day I just called my colleague. I'm like, actually I want to start a YouTube channel. We opened it and I don't remember my first video, but I think it should be something when I traveled from Sebens, because I traveled a lot from Sebens. Then I took content. Then I just came back. I kept on listening to how to start a YouTube channel, how to edit. I did that, and then I realized, but basically, you can be whatever that you want to be, and it shouldn't be that it's for certain people. Then I was like, this is it. I'm posting, and that was it. I started YouTube. Then I moved to doing outfit of the days post, and for me it's not, I think I'm at a point, because before I was like, yes, I'm doing it, but how many likes am I getting, how many is it recording, how many likes is Banbani supporting, and then I get to a point I'm like, I'm doing this for me. If I get the likes, good. If I don't get the likes, it's okay, because I sat down, recorded this video as we are recording I edited it. I felt that it is good enough for nobody post. If we're gonna I don't relate to her, it's okay.
Yeah.
Scroll. We've got a lot of content creators. Just like anything that I want to post now, I'm posting it, and I'm okay. I'm comfortable. I actually like this part of my life because it's actually taking me out of my comfort zone, and I am realizing that I'm actually good. It could be whatever I'm seeing. It could be but I'm just comfortable. I'm really comfortable being in front of the camera now more than ever, and I'm like, this is it. We're not perfect. I don't have the English. This is what I have. This is what I bring to the table, and that's just it. Yeah.
So since we are about to close it down, shut it down, so in in whatever that we have spoken about, from good background up until now, that you Swongile now as a career woman, you are studying, you are now you've opened your own, beside the one that you're co-hosting with your co-host YouTube, you also have other channels that you're doing. So how's Jongile looking back now? Because I know the first question was in the beginning was asking you about your studies and everything. So in everything, like from up until today, you're about to turn 35.
Yeah.
For somebody in a deeper level, like what have you learned about yourself, in a deeper level, beside everything, the accolades, the everything, all these other things that come, like ubongi, ubani. Who is ubongi?
Yeah. A difficult question, but I think ubongi was and is a very ambitious girl. As I'm saying, but I might have lost it when I transitioned to job because I got into a different world and I was not used to being a non-high performance person because as Lalini made his parcel and the right. But even as Lalini, I think like I had a vision. So I would say Ubongi, I'm a very ambitious girl who is not afraid to take chances at this point. I don't know if at that point I was not. And I think as you've said, I do have a soft part, and I'm realizing now as I grow by actually I do have a soft part. As much as I'm a strong person, but I also have that part of me. I'm like, but hey, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. And I'm just a girl who is scared of poverty. I think like more than anything, I am scared of poverty, and as much as I want to live relatable, like I don't want to try and figure, even if God blesses me and I make it in life and I become this bigger person who's got money and whatnot, but I don't want to be not relatable to people, but I also don't want to be in that to say they are swella, and I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it because I think that's the reason why I'm building now, because I just don't want to be in that state. And I don't know, actually I'm just thinking about it now, like but I think the ambition, God-fearing, scared of poverty, and I just want to push. I just want to have like good life in my life, and I think someone might be seeing it now, but there are a lot of things that I've done that they've actually put me where I am today. Besides varsity, I mean, back in high school, I used to do washing for about and whatnot. And I know for about because I just wanted to have like something. I just wanted to have money. No one ever ran to think I must next, but I have something for the day. And yeah, like that's just it. I don't know how to answer it in a very formal way.
I understand you perfectly. So before we close, Ubongi, Now we know the deep Bongi, and also in the beginning we introduced to Bongi. So the deep someone that, because I also feel like sometimes we give too much speeches and Bongi or graduated PPP. But sometimes in order for people to relate with you, they need to know you, your heart, your soul. Who is this person? Heart to heart, soul to soul. Because that's what people like, that's what captures people's heart. Because at the end of the day, when you just opened this YouTube channel, you're speaking to a group of people that want to relate with you even much in a deeper level. Not just in jail to see Ubongi that is posting about traveling and doing this and doing that. And I said, because there's a lot of that in the internet. But we want to know you, who is this person?
Who is this person?
So now at least people will get to know you.
Don't be lally, guys. Basically, don't be lally.
If you were to go back again to the younger you, what would you tell the younger you? Like Landomazana, one day would go to Joburg, one day she would graduate, one day she would find a job, one day she would drive a car, one day all that was a dream. One day you would live in a house, one day all these dreams that girl had. What would you tell her when you go back to that girl?
I think I would tell her that firstly I'm proud of her, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because you did not what is to as I would join environment and not dream big and think of anything is possible. And I'll just say to her, I'm happy that you became a strong person at a very young age, and I'm happy that you were able to manage situations, like bad situations, at a very young age. I lost my dad when I was 9. 9, you are young, but you know what is happening. I didn't allow that situation to, affect me badly. I'm just talking about the high events that happened. I lost my brother. My brother was massively in an accident, and it was a bad situation because I grew up with him. But still, I managed to put that, emphasis and do things. And I'm proud of, I think as Mela at a very young age, I'm saying, but now, you wouldn't just bully me and think you're going to get away with it. I'll tell you straight back, and I've always been that guy. And I think also growing up at Islani at that time, a lot of girls, I can't say lisigo, but bokunomkhuba and bosonto normal ba umuntu xa ebona bangathi life imithi aqonda ba uyowenda, and that's just it. And I've never seen that as a good thing at a very young age, and it won't I wouldn't be bothered but when we are going to school but who's ban went the way now, for me I'm like what is we don't need a fashionable and I'm proud that I've never wanted to be dependent on someone, and at a very young age to a point that for me it was not a nice thing. I wanted to do things on my own. I wanted to grow. So I'm happy, and I'm happy that I didn't see the ugly smoky that everyone saw. I was just a child of oh, Nyama, what's in that? People would even ask you, all those things that they did not affect me, because I feel like now they get affected. This is that you look back and if I had taken them, or if this is how this would affect me. But I was just able to handle a lot of things on my own, and I'm happy. I'm just happy for like that little girl that grew up as learning and managed to come through out of it. Then even when I moved to Joburg, as I'm saying, but I mean, I experienced both of the world, the good part of being in Joburg and the bad part of being in Joburg. But I'm happy that I didn't succumb to the pressure of being on drugs. Yes, I would drink and do it, but I knew the limits. You know, I would know by it right or wrong. And yeah, like I'm just I'm proud of the teeny Sibo and the what is pretty. What is pretty? Well, you know the teenager, what is the child? I'm a child, yeah, I guess. I'm just proud of all the stages, man. Like I'm proud of all the stages. Though it wasn't easy at the time, but when I look back now, I'm like, actually, you did well. You really did well. Yeah, I know you did well.
And we don't say that a lot. Like we don't say that to ourselves. We always compliment other people, but we don't compliment ourselves.
I don't celebrate my child. I've not celebrated any milestone in my life, basically.
So you need to. So since now,
in
closing, the only thing that I can say on my side is for your 35th birthday, because you know I turned 35 last year. So
I'm just behind you.
Just behind me. Is that live your life, man. Live your life. 35 is the best year. It's the best year. It's the best chapter. Just live it to your fullest and always be in the moment. Because at the end
in the moment, hey?
Live in the moment. Live in the moment. We are like slowly approaching 40. And they always say life starts at 40. It does not start at 40 anymore, guys. It doesn't. So even now at 35, you just need to be in the moment. I know you are a hard worker, you are very ambitious, you are very this, you are very that. But sometimes at the end of the day, guys, in reality, we are this life that we are working hard for. We are going to leave it behind at the end of the day. We are all going to leave it behind. We are working for something that at the end of the day, curtains will be closed, it will be done. And you've worked hard and you've missed other things that you could have lived, that you could have done, that you could like just live in the moment. Live in the moment. And by that, it's not an ignorant statement where to say, which means we are saying to people they must stop dreaming. No, we are saying dream, but don't live too much into a dream, into a bubble. Don't put too much pressure on yourselves. When other things are not happening, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Just be in this moment. Because I know sometimes now we live in a moment where we are taking pictures. We are doing this. We want to send. We want this. We want likes. But sometimes just live in the moment. That's all I can say.
Definitely.
35 years, live in the moment. If you want to date in the moment. Don't think too much.
Someone was saying that to me. I don't know when I'm dating for the future. I don't date for the future.
You live too much into future.
I'm that person here.
What if you die? Then what? What if you die? Because now literally, like guys, asizuba ngabamba kakhulu abahlala ku 75 years. Sisweleka very early. Sisweleka very early. We may not talk about death and be scared to talk about death. But how many people have we buried? Tina again.
Our age.
And who were even younger. Did they not have dreams? They had dreams. They never knew that today, so they still up without them. So to goes to show that as much as we want to better our lives, we want to do this, but also you must have moments where you are living in the moment. It's very important. Sometimes you don't have to capture everything. Just be in the moment. Sometimes about bafuna wena. Like bafuna you, they don't want you to be taking pictures, posting this every time oh wow,
you're in trouble.
You just live in the moment. So 35 years enjoy it and just live in the moment, and also continue being grateful and being the hard worker that you are, and always
I just not resilient. I feel like I've been hardworking. Like, can I just
it's in you, it's in your blood. Remember, akadlali. She's
Yeah,
a
I
hard
know she
worker.
did instill
So
that
it's
in me.
in you. It's
Yeah.
they're in you. But also now, what you need to do is to relax sometimes. Take it easy. Take it day, like each day at a time. Like there's no rush.
Yeah.
You have done well for yourself. And when let it sink in.
Let it sink in.
I've actually done well.
I have done well for myself.
Don't compare yourself, but no. Or can you compare nabantu who are not in your level, but they are in like same age as you and nabanye badala and say, actually guys, I've come far. From Indomana, Alexander, now I don't live there, I just visit there. I've done well. The fact that I'm out there, the Pumil Alexander, that's a dream for everybody to Baba Pumil Alexander. The fact that you're no longer there, it's an achievement on its own.
Definitely, hey. I used to struggle a lot with living in the moment, but I think I am getting there because I wouldn't sleep. Better to decide. My mind is just going and going and going. I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that. But I think that's one thing that I've prayed about a lot, and I feel like sometimes I would laugh about it and say, hey, I remember that in that year, what was it, 2022 or 2023? I was not praying about a lot of things. I was like, God, can I just stop thinking? Because I would just think and think and think. Even sleeping pills were not working because my mind is just going and going and going. And I got to a point where I'm realizing that this is not healthy. I'm just not living. All I'm thinking is, what if and I just got to a point where like, God, regardless of what to go through, or like now I'm going who needs his columns and I'm like, can I just sleep? And it's a small thing. Guys, it's bad.
Coming, like there's power with sleeping, guys.
With sleeping. Your small things. But I'm glad we did this interview because there are a lot of things that you, like for example, when you're saying now, but sometimes you just need to sit down for you to realize and be grateful. You need to sit down and think of the 20-year-old you and think of the 17-year-old you, like the situations that we're in at that time, and you managed to take yourself out with God, obviously. But just to let that sink in. But yes, I do want more, but I am far from where I was before, because I think I'm struggling with that. I struggle with. I even struggle about talking about graduations. My dad graduated. Sometimes like I don't think I even want to post. I think I just want to do it undercover because I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
So yeah, thank you for inviting me. It was a nice sit down, catch up that we had. Yeah.
I'm sure it's over an hour.
One day there's an invite
Definitely. You know that dream was meant to be with you, but because of circumstances, it couldn't. And yeah, we will definitely have you. Either I'll be the ghost lady or Lungi will be the ghost lady on the day. Will just be because I know you like conversations. You really like conversations, so yeah. It's just that personally I call I'm sure you're over an hour. But anyway, thank you so much guys for joining me and my friend on this special episode. And this episode is gonna air before my birthday. Which is today's what? Sunday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday goes on date. 14. So it's going to air get 14 because I don't think I'll be around to get 17, which is my birthday. So I just want to edit, put it there, then get 14. It will premiere. And please make sure that you do like, subscribe, and comment. And from one Simo and Lorna, it is a goodbye. Friend to light the way when the world starts to unfold.